In this problem, you have to solve for x. You have been given an equation, and this equation is 4 raised to the power x minus 8 raised to the power x is equals to 2. And you have to find the value of x. This is basically an exponential equation. How will you solve this problem then? Now if you see closely this problem, you will find here you have 4 that can be written as 2 raised to the power 2, and here you have 8 that can be written as 2 raised to the power 3, and 2 I can write 2 raised to the power 1. So it seems we can use method of substitution. So let us try. So we will have this term can be written as 2 raised to the power 2 and then whole power x minus 2 raised to the power 3 and then whole power x is equals to 2. Now if you see, here you have 2 raised to the power 2 and here you have 2 raised to the power 3. And here I have whole power x, here also I have whole power x. I can use rules of power. If you remember, the rules of power says if you have a raised to the power m raised to the power whole n, this can be written as a raised to the power m times n. And this can further be written as a raised to the power n raised to the power m. So I will use this rule. So with this rule I can say basically power gets interchanged. You see here m is inside but here m is outside of the bracket. Here n is outside of the bracket but here n is inside of the bracket. This means I can switch the power. So this becomes 2 raised to the power x and then a square, and this becomes 2 raised to the power x and then cube, and this is equals to 2. This gives me a hint that I can substitute 2 raised to the power x. Here also I have 2 raised to the power x. So let us do a substitution. So we have a substitution here. Let us say t is equals to 2 raised to the power x. So with this substitution I can write equation. So this becomes t square, this becomes tq, and this is equals to 2. Now let us take this 2 to the left hand side. So this becomes t square minus tq minus 2 is equals to 0. We can multiply throughout with a negative sign. In that case this will become minus t square plus tq plus 2 is equals to 0. Now I can rearrange the term and I can write this is tq minus t square plus 2 is equals to 0. Now see, this is a cubic equation. And one root you can find using hit and trial method or some kind of guess. So let us try a guess. T is equals to minus 1. Let us check whether this satisfies this equation or not. So if you put t equals to minus 1, this is minus 1 raised to the power 3 minus of minus 1 whole square, and this is plus 2. So here you will have minus 1, here also minus 1, and here 2. This is equals to 0. This means t is equals to minus 1 is a solution of this equation. Or in other words I can say t plus 1 is a factor, is one factor. So t plus 1 is one factor of this equation. So somehow we have to take t plus 1 common and we have to basically separate t plus 1 term. So let us see how we can do that. Basically we can do that. So this equation is given, that is tq minus t square plus 2 is equals to 0. Let us separate this 2 as 1 plus 1. So we can write tq minus t square plus 1 is equals to 0. And I can basically club one with tq and another one with t square. So let us say if I club these two ones, I will have tq plus 1 and here I will have minus t square plus 1 is equals to 0. Or I can write tq plus 1 and let us take a minus sign common. this will be t square minus 1 and this is equals to 0. So this equation is nothing but tq plus 1q, that is aq plus bq. So let us say, if you remember this formula, that is aq plus bq is equals to a plus b, and this a square plus b square minus ab. Similarly, this t square minus 1 can be broken from this formula, that is a square minus b square, that is a plus b into a minus b. So I will use these two formula to expand the terms. So now I can write this term, that is aq plus bq. So this becomes t plus 1 times t square plus ab, that is t, this plus b square first, that is 1, minus ab, that is t into 1, that is t. And then you will have a square minus b square. So this will become t plus 1 into t minus 1, and this is equals to 0. Now let us say, if I take t plus 1 common, here I have t plus 1 and here also I have t plus 1. So let us take t plus 1 common. So if I take common, I will have here t square plus 1 minus t, and here I will have minus of t minus 1. And this is equals to 0. So this is t plus 1 times t square plus 1 minus t plus 1. This is equals to 0. So if you simplify, this becomes t square minus 2t plus 2 is equals to 0. Now there are two possibilities. Either this term is 0 or this term is 0. So let us say, if I consider t plus 1 is 0, that is case number 1, that is in this case, or let me write here. So there are two cases. So in the first case, if I consider, that is t plus 1 is 0, this means t is equals to minus 1. But what is t? If you remember, this is the t. T is the 2 raised to the power x. This term is t. So t is basically, in this case, t is 2 raised to the power x. Now for any x, t cannot be negative. So this is not a possible solution. So not accepted. Now let us consider the second situation, that is t square minus 2t plus 2 is equals to 0. Now we can rearrange this term. So this can be written as t square minus 2t plus 1 plus 1. This can further be written as t minus 1 whole square plus 1. Now see, this whole square is always greater than or equal to 0. That is the definition of any squared term. And then you are adding 1. So this term is again not going to be 0. So this is not possible. So this means this is also not a solution. So basically in this problem, there is no solution. So I can say for this equation, that is the given equation, no solution exists. So for this equation, that is this one, no solution exists for this equation. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you enjoy, please share with your friends, like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in the next video. Thank you.